Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to bring you this newest journal in my collage cover journal series. And this is a wonderful size. This is actually square instead of rectangular, but it is the same area covered. It is 6 3/8 by 6 1/2. So it's not as long, but it's wider. So it covers the same as what you think of as a traditional journal, but it's a wonderful size. So this is the collage front, and then we have this wonderful sequin trim on the edge, if you can see it, and the um, what do you call that? Chiffon flowers on the spine. And then we have the wonderful quilt piece for the back. And I have put this in there to show you that it's also a pocket. And this wonderful dark pink crocheted trim along here. Okay. Yeah, see it's a pocket. Okay, let's get into it. It has several different kinds of chenille and the crocheted flower with the appliques and this beautiful blue trim with the rickrack. So opening it up, we are looking at Happy Accident paper. I believe it's Happy Accident 2, and then there's just a little bit of Tim Holtz in here as well. So I have some pink lace that is bordering this book, and then the wonderful Happy Accident paper. And I divided it into sections. There aren't signatures, obviously, in a binder journal. So I wanted some divisions. So I divided it by color into 4 different colored areas: pink and blue, green and gold. And each one has this wonderful fabric tab, which shows you where the next one starts. So as we go in, the inside cover is going to have a pocket on each of the sections. And this is a piece from a digital kit that I'll be coming out with soon. And I've just made it a tuck spot pocket and put in a tag that I made. And it can be journaled on. The original book was a book teaching you how to knit. And so I just love the pages that had these precious pictures. So I have kept in, I think, 2 pages from the book. This one, the first one of each chapter, I back it with avocado dyed paper or coffee dyed paper. And the next one I'm just leaving as is. You can do with it what you'd like to. This is one of the things, and I'm really excited about these pieces. I have one in each of the 4 sections, and they come from Henry Terry's Victorian Flower album. And so what I did, I wanted the whole page to show, and that is something that's tough to do in a small journal. So I've just cut it so that the beautiful photos, beautiful pictures, whatever they are, the sketches, show up to the best of their advantage. And then it's up to you what you'd like to do with it, and leave it like that, whatever you want to do. Here's the first of my, each section has 2 full page pockets. And this one is a vintage flashcard. And I've just pushed it right in there. You can decide if you want to collage on that or whatever you want to do. And here's a beautiful butterfly applique on there. And it's a wonderful decollage press paper. And each section has the little envelope. And what I've done is just give you some offcuts, and I've given you a bunch of offcuts and things to do in here. But just collaging type items that you can use. Each of these has something featured that goes with the color of the section. And again, you can stamp on here. You can collage inside it. You can use it to put notes in, whatever you want to do. And also in this book is the complete Three Little Bears. Excuse me, the Three Bears. I don't need to rewrite the title, do I? And so the complete Three Bears book is in here, and there's some in each section. Now these are great. I was so glad to find these photo pockets, and they were not pockets. They went all the way through. So what I did was, in my wondrous sewing ability, no, I sewed the bottom of each one, and I've made them a collage. I just put a collage on the bottom of each one. This is some of offcuts of a quilt block when I was cutting out the quilt pieces for my quilt top packs. This is an offcut from that, and there's some pink cheesecloth behind it. And then I used, this is an scan of an end paper from an 1800s book, and I just cut it out with my butterfly punch. And I think I have a couple of butterflies in here in different papers. And so it made this, and it says, in my defense, I was left unsupervised. That's probably the story of my life. So I've just put some things in here, and these pockets, there'll be 2 in each section. So I guess that means 8. Ooh, I can do the math. I've just tried to put some things in that you might like to use if you don't have them for collaging. Here's this beautiful thing you can fussy cut. Here's some pattern paper. Now, this is the most wonderful thing. I love these. I have one of these in each of the 4 sections, and they came from a kit that I got from Eve in Switzerland's Etsy shop, and I will put that in the description below. Eve's Etsy shop and her YouTube channel. And I got this from a kit. It's these wonderful envelopes that you get. And I love the stamps in each one of the 4 sections denote the color of the section. And this is just a great place that you can just put so many goodies in. And so then also I have included some pattern paper that I've just made like this. And you, again, I want you to be able to do what you want to with it. So if you want to glue it down and make a tuck, if you want to put something on top of that, that can be a place where you can put things in, or a pocket to put things in. I just want you to be able to work with this however you want to use it. There's one of these in each section. Here's the second full page pocket. And again, some of these I've left blank. I want you to be able to do with it however you want to. I put a little bit of, couldn't help it, had to put a little sequin on the corners here. I mean, on the edge, couldn't help it, but you know, that's me. So here's the tag to go in it that I did. Little sari silk on top. And I backed it, hello, with avocado paper. And that just slides right down in there. And so this, I think, is pretty fun. This is my attempting a Raggedy for this book. And I think there are 2. Yes, there are 2 in here. It has some background. This is a craft book that's in the background, craft book page, and then some fabric. This is handmade paper, this little strip. And this is a strip from Brooke, Recreations by Brooke, from her digital kit that she just came out with. I think this is a Roxy Creations label right here. And then these 2 little things are from my upcoming digital kit. I'm putting together a digital kit that I hope will be out in just a couple of days. I was having poltergeist problems with my printer, and it was printing out some really funky colors. And with luck and good help from Daniel, thank you, Daniel, helping me with Photoshop and color settings, and then Lindsay Zenor, thank you, Lindsay, with helping me with printer settings because we have the same printer. And so she was able to help me with some printer settings that made a big difference as well. So those 2 together have made the colors come out better, thankfully. And so I made I've put several pieces from the digital kit in here. This is a little bit more, I believe this is Roxy Creations. And this is from Brooke's digital kit. You need to go over to Recreations by Brooke and look at her digital kit. And then just some avocado paper. So we've got a bag. Each section's got a bag. I believe I've cut them all. May not have cut them all. Here's another pocket with another collage. And this is antique ledger paper with some more of the pink cheesecloth. This is from Brooke's kit. And sometimes what I like to do is just take one of my punches and get a different look at something by punching out a section of it. And then this is from my kit. The pieces that I do them in different sizes, and I'm doing them in a stamp size as well, a postage stamp size, so that you can use them with collaging. Here's the second section that's green, and you have this wonderful, each of the sections has feed sack material on the side to give you the tab. And this is a vintage wallpaper. And I just put in an alteration ticket here with some wonderful sari silk at the top. Here is the original book page with coffee dyed paper, and then a page for you to play with and have fun with. Here is the fold up, which I think is just amazing. The green section. Love that. And this is another pocket. My pockets, for the most part, are made with stationery. And I believe I have used some pattern paper. And so this is the full page pocket here. And this is a printable from the digital kit I have coming out, backed with some avocado paper. Here's another of the envelopes with some of that wonderful cutoff in there. Here's some more Goldilocks. And another one of these great pocket photo pages has collage down here. She was a strange little girl, and I was thinking about Goldilocks when I did that. And some more pattern paper for you to use. Here's the wonderful envelope for this section, the green. And here is the pattern paper for this section that you can use. And here, the full page pocket, I decided to collage this one. It just came together. I'd used this trim and was sitting there looking at it, and I thought, it just looks too blank. Okay, I'm going to do one collage. I just can't help myself. So I've collaged this one for you, and I hope you like it. And then it's got this little tag. That's the rice paper, and then I've put some of the Henry Terry floral. It's a description of one of the flowers, and then this is a Roxy Creations piece from one of her label digital kits. And this is the sack for this one. I made this from some pattern paper. And here is another photo page with a little collage on there. And this is, I don't know if you can see it that well, but this is a butterfly cut out with my punch from handmade paper that's made with grass leaves. It has actual leaf pieces in it. You can see it. And then this is also a piece of handmade paper that I've given you that has some gold pieces in it and some tree bark, I think. I'm not sure. And this is our blue section with the feed sack fabric. Coming down here in the pocket in the back is a piece of a grandmother's garden quilt. And it is decorating the front here. There. Sometimes things come apart, and so that's for you to journal in. And then it folds down, and it's a pocket in the top where everything's glued in. And it has just a little tag and then a little mini tag that we made collaging. Those two are in there for you to have fun with. And here's our first page. It's got coffee dyed paper under it. And here's the garden fold out. Love these. They're just, the colors are amazing on these. They're just beautiful. And here is that end paper from the 1800s book that I scanned, and this is printout. And then a journal card with coffee dyed paper. It's from book paper. And then it's decoupaged. And here we go with the little envelope and the Goldilocks. And here is the other photo page, closed all day July 4th. So we've got some of that end paper there for you to use, and then some pattern paper on this side. And here's the envelope for this one with the blue stamp. I just love these. Oh, I need to glue that a little bit. And here's pattern paper. For this one, it's some graphic 45 paper. And here's the other full page that has, full page pocket that has this tag in it. Probably should move along a little. This is the other Raggedy. I have two in here, and it has a craft page as the background. And this is fabric collaged on, and this is handmade paper that's obviously also stamped to look like alligator. And these are also pieces from an upcoming digital kit that I'm coming out with. And that's the background, just a little stamp page with a little collaging on it. And the sack for this one, and I need to cut that in. It's not cut. And here's another, this is part of a antique quilt top, and it comes over to this fabric, part of an offcut. And then I've done a circle. Let's move that a little bit. I've done a circle with my punch and then an applique heart. And so we've got some of the graphic 45 paper, and then on this side there is some book page paper for you. And we're on to the gold section, the last section, and this is the feed sack fabric for it. And we come to this side and we have some Tim Holtz, and then an alteration tag with some Sorry Silk. And there's the first page and the second. And here we have this fold out. It's quite beautiful. And this is also, all these are stationery pages that we've used in here. The end papers, and then this is an end paper, and then the pink and the green were stationery. So here's the journaling card that is the happy accident. It goes in there. And then we have this particular, the envelope. So pretty. And Goldilocks. And then I made this page because I found that I had some more of the end paper that was yellow gold. And so I made a belly band, and it is a double belly band. And I just love this velvet ribbon with all these beads on it. And it has gold thread that holds them on, and the beads are like a bronze color. So I made this little booklet just for the fun of it. I wanted to do something a little different, and I'm leaving this blank for you to stamp on or write on. And then on the back, it's this, and it has this flowers, all the information about it from the book page. And I've done it a little bit different. I've done an inverted spine on this, and just the, isn't that beautiful? Just the coffee dyed paper, different weights of coffee dyed paper. And it is sewn in the center, and I've left it long if you want to do something with it. And that's the back. And so that goes in here. And it probably won't want to do it very well. Oh, it did good. I was afraid if I was on camera that it wouldn't want to do it very well, but it did. And then here's the photo sleeve with a little bit of of vintage fabric, and I believe this is a Roxy Creations label. And then this is also a postage stamp size of my quilt top pieces digital I'm coming out with. And I've given you some more of the Henry Terry pieces that you can work with. And here's a great big one. I think that's just beautiful. And they're folded so you get the whole page. And here's some book page in case you don't have any. And here's a wonderful Eve envelope. Hi, Eve. They're just gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. A little Tim Holtz for the pattern paper for this one. Just love that paper. Love, love, love that particular set. And then I threw in an extra full page pocket. Why not? I thought these yellows were so gorgeous. I had to use them in here. And then the tag goes along with it. You can't have enough yellow. And then I've just thrown some coffee dyed paper on the back. My daughter Carrie made this one. Thank you, Carrie. And she was helping me out the other day, which was wonderful. And then we've got a bag in here, and I've got to cut the back off this bag. And then we have the final full page, and I'm going to have to put a journal card in here. I don't have one right now, right out here, so I'll be putting a journaling card in there and cutting the bags. And then here we'll be stuffing this photo sleeve. And so here is this, it says simplified, and it's just got some things with some bumblebees on it, and I'll stuff that, and that's the back. And then we come to the back here, and again we have this piece in here to show you that it's this great big pocket back there, and that comes with it. So this is the Pretty in Pink collage cover journal, and it will be available in my Etsy store today. I would say by the time this YouTube video comes up, it will be in my store. And I'm still working on 3 others, and many things in the works, and hoping to get them out to you soon. So as my stomach is rumbling, I'm going to go fix lunch for the family. And I hope y'all have a fabulous day. Thank you again for being here with me during this time in the Nook. Always love to visit with you and have you here. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't, I would love for you to subscribe. We're going to have a lot of stuff coming out soon in the future, and love to have you here to see it. Take care. Bye-bye.